My name is Jim Estes, and today I'm going to talk about a drill that I think is extremely important for the swing plane. So what I want you to do is, and this by the way is going to give you an instant understanding of exactly the feeling you want to have in the golf swing. Take a club, you can put a rod, alignment rod in the grip, or I'm sorry, in the butt end of the golf club. Take the golf club, turn it like you're going to hold it, and then what I want you to do is take that club, put it right against your left hip, so you're holding both clubs here. Now you've got an alignment rod on the ground and a golf ball, and what I want you to do, getting into your good posture position, your weight over the arches, feel balanced. The insides of the heels are going to be about the width of your hips. Take a swing back, slow motion, and trace with that alignment rod the target line all the way up. The shaft should be parallel to your target line at the top, and then slowly coming down, trace the line. And do this in slow motion. Right into the impact position. So this is a great feedback tool, visual feedback tool for learning the proper swing plane. Go right to your impact position. I encourage you to do this drill in slow motion, and if you have 5 minutes a day, if you do this drill every day, I guarantee you're going to improve your golf swing. So again, I think you'll find this to be extremely helpful. JimEstesGolf.com if you have any questions. So here you have too much weight on your heels there. You're sitting back too much. Your arms are underneath your shoulders okay. I mean, I like the fact that you're not reaching for it, but your weight needs to be on the middle of your arches. You've got it sitting back on your heels too much. The club gets really loose at the top and too high. So the club goes underneath the plane going back, and then you get your left arm really high up there. Too high for me. I want to see the left arm more across the chest. And then you're coming down, not bad, but too steep there. So we got a little work to do here. So, you know, in a perfect world, I'll show you some ladies' swings that are more like what you should be trying to do, and frankly, I mean, they're about your size. I like Nyan Choi's swing. She's got a really good golf swing. She's about 5'4". She's a little more muscular, her legs and stuff, but you can see where the club is. It's much lower. The left arm is swinging across. So what I'm looking for is the shaft, the left arm to be on the same, on a perpendicular line. Your left arm should be on a perpendicular to your spine. And you can see her left arm crosses her right shoulder. So her left arm's more across her chest there. And of course she doesn't have a really long backswing, and it's not really out of control there. The club is going back on the shaft plane and coming down just underneath the shaft plane. So she's going to hit a draw. And then of course in your swing the club gets too high, it goes under, and then you lift. And I don't mind a little bit of a long backswing, but this is a little steep coming down. That's too steep. So we're going to change all that today. I'll show you a girl who swings similar to you. She has very high hands. But my problem with your swing is, with the high hands, you can see how she keeps the club head outside her hands. So when the shaft's parallel to the ground, the club head's to the right. The handle stays in, the butt end of the club stays pointed at her right thigh. So as she goes to the top here, she's got very high hands like you do, but again, the club's not loose. In other words, she doesn't have all this excess runoff, and the club's not way too far back. And you can actually see the club right there. And then from there, you can see how stable her right leg is, and she's braced, but she's going to drop the club right on plane here, coming down. Right in the cone there. And that's really what we're going to do with you. If we can get that club to drop underneath a little, you can see the shaft when the left arm's parallel to the ground. You can see how the shaft sort of is underneath their right shoulder and coming down, you know, more shallow. So that's what we want to do. That's why you fade the ball. If your path gets too steep and you cut across it a little bit. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to fix that. But you don't, you know, you have an athletic swing like she does. I mean, in the sense that your lower half, you get your lower half cleared. You have good hip speed. You know, so there's a lot of good things, right? I mean, you got athleticism, very athletic motion. But yeah, the swing is just a little loose and steep.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to fix. We're going to try to get your left arm. There's some drills I want you to do. You're going to pin your left arm right against your chest. You're going to feel like your left arm swings across your body a little more. I want you to take another drill I really like is a right arm only drill. So take your left thumb, put it on your chest, and then try to move the trunk with the arm so they're moving together. You're not going to swing that far around your body, but if you were going to throw a baseball from here, your hands would be just above your right shoulder. And you can see in this video, everything's moving together. I got my chest and the butt end of the club moving together. And that's. Now I'm going to show you another drill, Caitlin. This is one called steep to shallow. We're going to work on this. You're going to go back very steep. You can see how vertical the swing is there. See how steep I went back there? And then you're going to come down shallow. So you're going to let that right hand work underneath. That's not a very good rendition of what I'm trying to get you to do. Here's a better one. Steep going back, and then shallow coming down. So the club actually changes planes. In your swing, you go shallow to steep. We want to go steep to shallow. So you can see here in my backswing plane, I'm working on getting the club to hinge straight up, more that way. And then on the downswing, watch how the club shallows out. And you can see how the club gets on a shallower plane coming down. So those are